All right, well, I thought I'd do another double Fibble today because I haven't done a Fibble for a little while, and these are kind of fun. So on the left there, we have yesterday's Fibble, which started with Mimic, and on the right here, we have today's Fibble, which starts with Folly. Now, if you're not familiar with Fibble, it's just like Wordle, except on every row, one of the clues is a lie. And I'm gonna try and solve two of them at the same time, making the same guess on both puzzles. That's about all we need to know. Now, normally my strategy is to try to repeat letters. Unfortunately, we have Mimic and Folly, which have none of the same letters. So what we want to try and do probably is repeat, a couple of letters from one and a couple of letters from the other. We could do something like Molly, but that's only got the M on the one. Let's see, is follic a word? I feel like that's a word. Follicle, like... We're gonna try it. Is that a word? Hey, it's a word. Okay, good. Good. I thought it was, but I wasn't confident. Okay, so, interesting, on this one over here, we know one of the O's is a lie and one of the L's is a lie. So everything else has to be true. We've got like a little X-wing, if you're familiar with Sudoku. It's kind of like that. Now, interestingly, let's see, with the L, is there anything else we can glean from this? I don't think so. If this is true, that's a lie. If this is true, that's a lie. Yeah. Now it can't be green. This can't be green because it would have to be a lie, which would make this one true. And so it would have to be gray. So it can't be a yellow, or it can't be a green L. But other than that, I'm not quite sure. Now over here, what did we get? We got, okay, one of the I's is a lie, so we know the C's are true. We know, that's about all we know. Yeah, and these don't really conflict at all, because these could both be true, the green and the yellow. They could both be lies if there's no I in the grid. It could also be that this one is a lie and this one is true, and that one's also supposed to be yellow, so we don't really know much from that, unfortunately. But we know there's no C. We know there's no C in either puzzle, in fact. So let's do, what should we do now? We could do FOLLY. That would be interesting. Now that we've got the green F and L here, it's more helpful, and it's gonna be quite helpful over here, I feel like, because we're gonna get O and L again, and hopefully we'll get, but do we want to, it'd be good to do some new letters though, because we know there's no F or Y over here. Oh, I just realized the last word is folic, not folic. I think I said folic. It's folic, like folic acid. Of course it's a word. I don't know, let's just do FOLLY. We'll go for it. We'll see what we can figure out. Okay, so one of these O's is a lie, which means the L is true. Whichever row, second or third, that the O is the lie on, the L has to be true, which makes the L true on both of them, which makes this the lie, which makes this true, which makes this true, which makes that the lie. So, there is no L, there is an O. It's not second, we know this is true. We know this is a lie, so this is true. So all we have now is a yellow O and grays on this puzzle. Awesome. Okay, and over here, one of these F's is a lie, so the O's are true, the L's are true. That's about all we know there. So, my instinct is that the gray F is gonna be true and the green I is gonna be true. But I don't know that for sure. I'm kind of thinking IL. And then, I mean, it could be ILEY, but I'm not sure what that would be. We could do something like silly. That would be possible. It'd be interesting if this one is an LLY and didn't have those letters at the start, and this one has LLY at the start and doesn't have L or Y in it. We know it doesn't have L or Y in it, so it'd be interesting if this one ended up being an LLY. We definitely want to do an O in a different spot since we know there's an O here. We need to get some new letters on the right. Let's see, we could do something like score isn't terrible. S and R would be new letters. We already know there's no C or E. I don't want to do completely new letters, or else you have no way to know what the lies are. I mean, unless we get a gray O, of course, then we'll know it's a lie, but... let's do scold. That's still 2 new letters and a new spot for the O, but L is gonna be more helpful over here, I feel like. I don't know, let's just go for it. Scold. Scold, okay. So we know this is true. The O could be true. We know this is true, yeah. All right, that wasn't very helpful over there. On this one, oh, we know the C is the lie. So the rest have to be true, okay. So the L fits with that L. There's no O, there's no D, yeah, no S. All right, well that didn't help much, did it? We need to do the F and the I again is the problem. But there's no F or I over here. What if we did raw? R, T, and H are new letters. We know there's no F. We could look for contradiction with the O potentially. Get some new letters on the left as well. I don't know, let's try it. Okay, I don't know if that helped. Oh, okay, so we got a contradiction with the O here. This is true, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna look at the left first, because no, this is true. Okay, we know the L is true, right? We know the L is true. If it was F-I-L, if it's F-I-L, then the gray F's have to be the lie on both of these rows. And if the gray F is the lie, then the Y is true, there is an E. It would have to be, if there's an F at the beginning, yeah, it would have to be F-E-L something Y. That doesn't work. So this can't be true. This has to be the lie. I should have seen that after FOLLY. I was too busy looking at the other puzzle, I think. We don't know for sure that the gray F's are true. We know there's no F at the beginning. But I mean, all right, so that means that this is true. So there is an I, which makes me think that the green I is probably true. Ah, now interesting, if the green I is true, and this one is also true then, if there's only the one I, right? Then the M has to be a lie, and there has to be an M in the grid if both of the I's are true. So if it's I-L, we need to have an M somewhere. We could have, ooh, Milky? If the Y is true and the E is the lie, and then down here, you'd have to have, the T would have to be the lie. That would work. Milky would work on the left. Now what about the right? What do we want to do over here? All we know is there's an O, could be third. If it's third, this is true. There has to be an R. There has to be at least one of R and H in the word, because these can't both be lies. And we know there's an O. Yeah, but this could still be true if the O is somewhere else. And the D could be the lie. There could be no D. If that was the case, then the O would have to be the lie. It would have to be R, there would have to be an H and an O somewhere else. If that yellow O is true in scold, we would need to have R something, maybe O here, but we'd need to have an H as well. If the green O in froth is the lie, where do we put an H? It's not gonna be HR. It's not gonna be RH, I don't think either. So the H would have to be here if that yellow H is true. But then where's the O gonna be? Maybe there? But that makes me think like ortho, but the T would have to be the lie then. If the green O is a lie, then the gray T is true. I don't really like that. And OR something H. Don't really like that. So I don't think the green O can be the lie. I think the green O has to be true. I'm gonna, there's not really a good way to mark potentially true, but that's okay. We're gonna remember that I think the green O is true. So it's something RO. Well, no, not necessarily. If the green O is true, then the R could be the lie. In which case we could have, could the T be the lie? That's a good question. Could the T be the lie? If the T is the lie, then it's RO and we need to have an H somewhere. It could be here. TROH, no, I don't like that. Otherwise it has to be HRO. So I don't think the T can be a lie. I think the T has to be true. My instinct is that it's either an H or an R second. Something like phone, but there's no E. All right, I'm thinking about guessing milky. I think that works really good on the left. It doesn't really help us with the right though, is the main problem. I don't know, let's just go for it. Hopefully that's right. Yes, it's milky, all right. Very nice, okay, cool. So, oh, but good, because we know this is the lie. So, does that help us at all? I mean, it rules out M and K, but we weren't necessarily thinking M and K. All right, so now we've just got to work on the one on the right here. So I'm thinking either RO with no H. Now, if the O is true, right, if this green O is true, which we think it is, then the yellow O has to be a lie, which means the yellow D is true, so there is a D. So we could do like this, DRO something. Drown? Drown's pretty good. Let's go with drown. Oh, it's drown! Wow, all right. Yes, I didn't actually expect that to be the answer. Okay, cool. So, I mean, we went from feeling like we weren't doing very good to getting them both all of a sudden, so. All right, pretty cool. There we go, 2 guesses left, not too bad. So let me know how you did with yesterday and today's Fibbles, and if you try them together, especially let me know. I'd love to hear how you do with a double Fibble as well. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Got a rotten string of bad luck ahead of me now. That is, if you believe in any of these various superstitions. Oh, okay, well that was really good. On the left, awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L and T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. Alphabet. There we go, that's a good one.